Hey there, we are in our second creative prompt for February. So if you're new here to my channel, welcome. I want to kind of go over the basics with this. At the beginning of this year, I asked my followers to submit random nouns one day and random adjectives and jobs another day. And then I flip-flopped between those two for the month, each month, and I made it so that there was a combination of two of them in every month. And so this is a Dolphin Trainer Trail. And holy smokes, was this difficult. It was difficult because I had no idea how to approach this, and I put this painting off for as long as possible because I didn't want to do it. I had no ideas. I actually sat down today and created it a day before the end of the month. I sat down this morning and I even was asking my 11-year-old son for some ideas too, and we were talking about it, and I had some general ideas, but nothing great. I mean, Dolphin Trainer Trail, right? Like, we could take this in so many weird directions, but none of it felt like I could create something like that. So I opted to create this, like, it looks like a trail going in a one-point perspective with these dolphins all doing like that famous dolphin trick that dolphin trainers train them to do, where they like beach themselves and hold their tail up. And then I've got the dolphin trainer just kind of standing at the back, holding a bucket of fish and, ready to give these dolphins their fish as she walks down the trail. So that's where I decided to go with this. And then my other approach to this was to keep it loose. I didn't want to try to over render this. I wanted it to be a little bit sloppy. Sloppy's probably not the best word, but I didn't want to be as precious with it. I wanted it to just be and kind of have a little bit more feeling, have more movement into it, have a playful quality to it because of that. I opted to use a combination of my Inktense, it's Derwent Inktense colored pencils and their Inktense paint pans combined with some watercolor that I had. I think it's Essence brand. I'll tag it, I'll link it below. So I opted to use a combination between the two of those. I wanted my pencil marks to show. I wanted it to be kind of just a little edgy, like I said, kind of loose, less rendering with it. And I'm still debating, should I go back with colored pencils over the top now that it's dried and I feel less pressure? Maybe I will. I did go into this with a lot of pressure because I waited until the end of the month because I didn't know what to do. And it was hard. Dolphins are weird shapes. I've never drawn a dolphin before. They look weird. Like, if you just sit down and look at a dolphin, they look bizarre. So it was a really interesting painting, but the whole goal of this Madlibs is to challenge myself with ideas, like almost as if a client came to me and they're like, hey, I want this commission. I want to be challenged like that. I want to be able to say, like, I can take on anything, illustrative like this. I want to take on anything like that one day. I mean, that would be really cool. So it starts with just practicing and doing ideas that feel very uncomfortable and that are really outside the box, like a dolphin trainer trail. So just kind of pulled in my inner storytelling here on all of it and worked through this. I hope you enjoy it. It was interesting. I mean, to say the least, it was an interesting morning for me. And I do think I rushed through this, and if I would have spent more time with it, I probably would have ended up with results that I was happier with. But I'm also still happy that I did it because I really wanted to not do it. I wanted to skip this, and I knew because I've created such a system to hold me accountable by creating this creative prompt list, I knew I didn't have a choice, that I had to just do this no matter what. And no way was I about to throw in the towel on my third prompt of the year. There's no freaking way. So here we are. I've got my third one done. We're ready for March, which is gas station process and marine biologist dragon. So again, these are really freaking obscure prompts, but I think that they're going to be fun. I've just got to give myself a little bit more time to come up with a story around them, come up with a concept, and don't just put it off and ignore it because it seems hard, and just take more time to think on it. So I hope you enjoy the rest of this. I'm just going to turn on some music so you can chill and relax and just watch it all. Check it out.